Hey guys, it's Savannah. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are a returning subscriber, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Today I am doing the part 2 of things not to do in Marine Corps boot camp, the female Marine edition, and I'm just here to help you guys out and help you guys, you know, go through boot camp and not get slayed as much as you would if you did these things. So without further ado, I'm going to get into my talking points for today. Alright guys, so this time I made a list so I can stay on topic and know exactly what I want to talk about. So my first tip is to not be disrespectful to the drill instructors. Insert clip.
What's up, sir? Run.
You are there to become a United States Marine. You need to treat your drill instructors with respect. They are the ones that are molding you into a Marine. They are taking, you know, the piece of crap civilian that you were and molding you into the Marine that they want you to be, the Marine that America needs you to be. So when you're going to boot camp, if you have an attitude, if you have been disrespectful to teachers, oh my god, there's a squirrel sitting on a rock. Okay, sorry, this is really funny. I don't know if you guys can see him. Look at him. I'm sorry, I'm very easily distracted if you guys can't tell.
His collar. He is a good and smart master, and he made me this collar so that I may talk. Squirrel! My master is...
You're gonna want at some point to hit a drill instructor, but you never, ever do it. You never follow through with that, because that is one way to get completely dropped from boot camp and get sent home. I'm completely serious. You cannot talk back, you cannot touch them, you cannot do anything to defend yourself. All you say is, "I ma'am," and that's it. That's how you get through boot camp, okay? When there's those days that you really just dislike your drill instructors, just remind yourself that they're people too, and they're literally in there teaching you, instructing you, molding you into the Marine that you need to be all day, every day. They don't see their families. They don't see their children. They don't see their spouses. That's one thing, you gotta put yourself in their shoes sometimes, because if that was me, you know, being around all these recruits that, like, these nasty recruits that don't understand, and you're constantly with them day in and day out, and they don't appreciate, you know, what you're trying to do for them, like, I would completely understand, you know, where they're coming from. But seriously, just try to put yourself in their shoes, because they're human and they're going through stuff too. And I know that's hard to think about, and it will be hard to think about when you're in boot camp, because they're just such an authority figure, but they're humans too. So remember that. Be very respectful to them. And if you see somebody being disrespectful to them, rolling their eyes, doing stuff like that, they're dead. So that's one way to get IT'd. But yeah, just be very respectful to your drill instructors. That's my first tip. My second tip is to make sure when you come to boot camp, you are in shape. Do not come to boot camp fat. Do not come to boot camp expecting it to be completely easy. Do not come to boot camp without having done calisthenics, because if you show up to boot camp and all you've done is heavy lifting your entire life, and you haven't ran, you haven't swam, you haven't done burpees or push-ups or anything like that, That's how you need to train before you go to boot camp. You do not want to show up and be a fat body. That is one easy way to get picked on like that. And if you're trying to be a guide, a squad leader, or anybody like that, trying to be honor graduate, you guys need to make sure that you are in shape. The reason I was honor graduate and the reason I won the Chesty Puller award, or like Chesty, I forget what it was, but it was like the physical fitness award thing. So like I have a 300 PFT, 300 CFT. And I honestly, guys, like I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, and maybe I'll make a video about it later, but I was honor graduate and all that crap. Oh. But anyway, the reason I was is because I was very, very physically fit. I was prepared for boot camp. I put myself through the ringer calisthenics wise before I went to boot camp, and that's why I did so well. That's something you guys definitely need to think about. And guys, so when I say fat, I mean like you are like there's no muscle in your body, because people can be very skinny and still not be in shape when they go to boot camp. Trust me, I saw it happen time and time again.
I'm still walking. I'm freaking walking! Get up here now! There's no way that I'm walking at a freaking pace I would walk with my girlfriend in the damn park, and you're having a hard time keeping up. I don't freaking buy it! Well, I'm gonna freaking murder your ass. Your ass wore out. You're standing. That's us.
So just make sure when you guys are leaving, you are preparing months beforehand. If you're in high school, start preparing. If that's what you're trying to do with your life, start preparing right now. You gotta start somewhere, so you might as well start. So, because guys, I am not a tiny woman. I am 5'8", I weigh 150 pounds, and I've never been small. The smallest I got was in boot camp, but I only got down to 140. So I'm not a small person. So if you guys are, you know, big bone, bigger, you know, whatever, you will be fine. Just train the way that you need to before boot camp, okay? So my third tip for you guys is to never look in a drill instructor's eyes directly. Never, ever, ever. That is such a way. Oh man, y'all will get screwed up so fast doing that. I'm serious. So you cannot look directly in their eyes when you are, you know, standing at attention, you know, talking to a drill instructor at all. If they're asking you a question, you have to look past them or look at their forehead. You cannot look into their eyes. You can't. You can't. I pretty much avoided looking at them entirely. I would kind of just like look off into the distance. So say like I'm looking at a drill instructor right now. You don't look in their eyes like this. You go like this. Hi ma'am, yes ma'am, good morning ladies, you know, shit like that. You stare off into the distance. You never look in their eyes. Never. Never, 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 never look in their eyes. Okay, that's tip number 3. So my fourth tip is not to write everybody and their mother, but have everyone and their mother write to you. And what I mean by that is, when you go to boot camp, all these people they're so concerned about talking to their parents and their family and blah, 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 and I want to write them during free time, and that's all they do is just write letters. Like, girl, like you're only here for 3 months, you're gonna get out and see them. At least while you're here, you know, take the time with your free time and focus on other things like knowledge, focus on drill, you know, but pick 1 or 2 people you want to write letters to and have them relay that information to your entire family, instead of you just writing all day, all night, you know, missing sleep because you're trying to write. Like for me, like I picked 2 people. I picked my dad. My dad relayed all the information to the rest of my family, and my husband, I wrote him, and those were my 2 people. And people are always like, that's how I did so well on tests, because during free time I was studying for those tests, because I'm not naturally like the best test taker or anything, and I knew that, but I was also trying to be honor graduate, so I kind of took that into account and really studied my ass off. So there's that. And then also during free time, you can help other girls out. You can help them with their hair. You can do stuff like that. But I'm telling you, do not waste all of your life writing letters. Just don't. But have everyone you freaking know write you. That will give you guys the best boost of morale that you could possibly ask for. So what I mean by that is like, have literally, I'm not even kidding, like everyone send you a letter. So there's this thing called the Sandbox app. I'll put the little linky right here somewhere. But it's called the Sandbox app, and basically it's just an app that they can write letters to you on, and it's so much faster than the postal service, and it'll get to you very, very fast, and you just write on it and it will go back to them, same thing, and they can just put it in their phones, and that's how they can write you letters, and that's so much easier than just doing handwritten. I noticed that the first girls to get mail in boot camp, it was those Sandbox letters. Like, they got it like that. I had to wait a good 3 weeks, maybe even 4 weeks before I got my first letter. So think about that. Definitely have your family download that Sandbox app. And yeah, that's my fourth tip. So let's look at number 5. So my 5th and final tip is to not bring unnecessary things with you to boot camp. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I saw with my own eyes people bring entire backpacks, duffel bags, stuff like that to boot camp. Listen, honey, it is not Air Force boot camp. It is not Army boot camp when you guys can, like, it's like a summer camp. They pack a bag and they go off to boot camp. Marine Corps boot camp, you bring your body, the clothes on your back, and a state ID. And that's it. That's it. Do not try to bring some crazy crap. I think the next video that I'm gonna do is what to bring to boot camp specifically, like what to wear kind of thing. And let me know down in the comments if that's a video that you guys would like to see, and then I'll probably include in that video stuff that your parents can send to you in boot camp to make your life a little bit easier. But yeah, that is my fifth tip, is to not bring crazy crap to boot camp. Your body, the clothes on your back, state ID. That's it, sis. That's it. All right, guys. I'm also gonna clarify, because I know you guys are gonna ask me in the comments, you can't bring birth control, you can't bring prescriptions, you can't bring anything. I'm serious, nothing. Nothing! Body, ID, that's it. That's it. It's that simple. It's nothing crazy, I promise. Okay, like body, ID, clothes on your back. That's it. That's it. Please don't ask me those questions in the comments. I see them all the time, please. Those are my, this is part 2 of my little series of what not to do in boot camp, Female Marine Edition. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Maybe I will make a part 3, we will see. Let me know down in the comments what you guys would like to see next. Please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so I can make more of this content. I really, really appreciate all of you guys. And also, don't forget to follow me on all my social media. You guys can follow me on Instagram at Weights and Freedom, where you guys can see more of my day-to-day kind of life if that's something you would like to see. And yeah, so I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.